Hey there! If you're living in Chuluota with a dog, you already know it's a pretty unique spot, right? So let's talk about finding a trainer who really gets that country lifestyle you and your dog are living.
I mean, you've got the big yards, the quiet roads, all that nature. It's just fantastic. And getting the right training is all about making sure your dog can be a great partner in all of it, just soaking up and enjoying everything Chuluota has to offer.
So, let's start with what makes training a dog here in Chuluota a little different. It's not just about the usual sit and stay. Okay, so what are we really talking about here? Well, think about it. You're going to see neighbors on horseback. Your dog needs to be cool with that. And with all that open space, having a recall that's absolutely solid isn't just nice, it's necessary. Plus, you've got deer, birds, maybe even your neighbor's chickens. Your dog needs to learn to ignore those distractions. It all boils down to being a good country neighbor, right?
Okay, so we know what our dogs need. The next step is finding the right person to help us. Let's get into the essentials of what makes a great trainer. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's all about using rewards, like a treat or some praise, to encourage the behaviors you want to see. It's a method that's backed by science, and honestly, it just works. It builds a really strong, trusting bond with your dog because you're teaching them what to do, not just punishing them for mistakes.
So when you're looking at a trainer's website, keep an eye out for some of these letters after their name. Think of them as proof that they've put in the work and are serious about their profession. For general puppy stuff or basic obedience, something like CPD-TK or KPA-CTP is a great sign. If you're dealing with something a bit more serious, like major anxiety or aggression, a certification like IABC-CBDC tells you you're talking to a specialist. Next, let's figure out the best format and focus for your dog. Because, every dog and every situation is different. So, what's your main goal? Are you just starting out with a brand new puppy and need help with all the basics, like house training and socialization? Or maybe you've got an adult dog who needs a refresher on basic obedience. It could also be that you need to work on a specific behavior, like reactivity on walks. Knowing what you want to achieve is the first step to finding the right help. Okay, so where should this training happen? You've got a couple of main options. In-home training can be fantastic for us here in Chuluota because the trainer comes to you. They can help you with those very specific issues, like teaching your dog not to bolt out the gate or how to handle seeing livestock over the fence. On the other hand, group classes are great for practicing around other dogs and people in a controlled way. This is perfect for getting them ready for a trip to a busier spot like Ovidio or Winter Springs.
All right, let's get down to the practical stuff, talking to trainers and figuring out the budget.
The big question, right? What's this going to cost? It's what everyone wants to know, so let's get a realistic idea of what to expect.
So here are some typical price ranges you might see around the Chuluota area. As you can see, group classes are usually the most budget-friendly option. Private one-on-one lessons will cost more per session, and packages are a larger upfront investment, but often save you money in the long run. Oh, and a good tip, since we're a bit spread out here, always ask if there are any travel fees.
When you start making those calls, have a little checklist ready. These questions are a great place to start. You'll want to confirm their methods, ask about their credentials, and definitely see if they have experience with rural challenges. A professional trainer will be more than happy to walk you through their process and answer everything. If they seem cagey, well, that's a red flag.
Okay, once you've got the training going, you'll want to practice out in the real world. That means knowing the local rules and where to go. It's all part of being a good dog-owning neighbor.
Just a few quick but important reminders for everyone in Seminole County. Yup, the leash law applies everywhere public, even on those quiet roads. Also, remember that barking can be a real nuisance since sound travels so far out here. And of course, make sure your dog is up to date on their license and rabies vaccine. It's the law and it keeps everyone safe.
So where can you go to practice all these new skills? The Black Hammock Wilderness Area is perfect for working on leash skills and ignoring wildlife distractions. If you want to practice recall with a long lead, the Geneva Wilderness Area is a great choice. And when you're ready to practice around more people and dogs, Riverside Park over in Oviedo is a fantastic option. This is such a good reminder for anyone with a dog, but especially if you've brought a new one home. It's called the 3-3-3 rule. Give them 3 days to just decompress, 3 weeks to start learning your routine, and a full 3 months to really feel at home. It really puts things in perspective. Building that bond takes time, so patience is absolutely key.
At the end of the day, all this work and training is really an investment in your relationship with your dog. You're building a way to communicate and trust each other.
Wishing you and your dog so many happy walks down those country roads, and just quiet, peaceful days together at home.